Well, I think that the answer to that is rather complex, but what's clear is that international law didn't stop the conflict in Ukraine, and it hasn't done much to get Putin to reconsider. And that has come, I think, as a surprise to many who thought that we were long past the time when a leader could just randomly invade another country with impunity. But the fact is, we haven't made a lot of progress since World War II. International law, particularly when it comes to a thing called war of aggression, is not very well developed. Even if you are in violation of international law, it takes years to be held accountable. And accountability is relatively rare, particularly for the heads of countries. And so I think the Ukraine conflict has made a lot of people think again about where we get a concept of the law, the rule of law, and where we also can get any sense of deterrence. And I think the answer may be not international law, but international economics. The fact is that the level of sanctions against Russia could very well deter a country like China from going against Taiwan or future countries from taking aggressive war action. The problem with economic measures this time is they came too late. That is, when Russia invaded Crimea, the sanctions were laughingly limited. They barely represented a speed bump for Vladimir Putin. And that may have actually encouraged this invasion more than it deterred it. These sanctions are the real McCoy. I mean, these are some serious sanctions. They're going to turn the Russian economy into a basket case. And the question is, are we in a position where the world can mount this type of effort to deal with future aggression? Now, in some cases, it doesn't help because wars of aggression are often committed by countries that don't have much of an economy when the war occurs. So making them isolated economically will not necessarily deter them. But for people like Putin and for China, and even for countries like Iran, the level of sanctions here are really daunting. And they might do what Nuremberg failed to do,